Today on Suncoast View, on the fast track to trade jobs. We'll talk about a new Suncoast program that's getting people to work faster.
And a Suncoast entrepreneur heads to Shark Tank to market her teas with attitude. We'll do some tea tasting and hear her story.
And get ready to clap your hands with the Suncoast Gospel Group Trurality in today's Sounds of the Suncoast. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show, and welcome to today's guest host, Chantel Norman. Great to see you, lead vocalist of Jam Movement, one of the biggest bands on the Suncoast. We hear you sing all the time, and today we get to talk.
Yes, and I'm excited. Thank you guys for having me up here today.
And you're pretty good at talking, too,
Oh,
along with the singing.
Yes, yes.
I love her being around because I feel like I'm a singer now when she's here.
Honey, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't rub off.
Maybe a clapper.
Exactly.
Judy's over there saying, no, I don't think it does.
We'll let you do rhythm, though. I like having you here because you're also a mom,
Yes.
so you kind of get that whole, you're living like a triple life. You're doing the mom thing, you have a daytime job,
Yes.
you're a night performer. How do you make it all fit in?
You know what? I don't know. I'm just blessed that I'm able to do everything that I love to do. I love working for Visit Sarasota County because I love entertaining our tourists. I love my two boys. They're right into music, so as
We
you can
see
see,
your
Kimani
son there.
up there playing
Yeah.
drums. And you know what? Singing is my passion. It's been my passion since, high school. So I'm just glad that I'm all in the right places and able to do everything that I love to do.
And you have a teenager as well, correct?
Yes, yes. He is 16 years old. Kadarius is a dancer and has won plenty of awards. He'll be going, he'll be a senior next year, but he does a lot of jazz and contemporary dance. So you guys have to come check him out one day.
I'd love to.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll have to have him here. He can check us.
Oh, yes.
Some moves, show us how to do things.
Maybe that'll rub off also.
Does the little one ever get to the point, like, I don't want to go tonight, Mom. I just want to stay home?
No, he never. Actually, he cries when he knows I'm going to a gig and he cannot go. He cries and
that's
say, I
interesting.
want to go. I want to play on stage today. So no, there's never a moment where he's like,
Oh, he's got
no.
the bug.
Yeah.
He's got the bug. Well, with all those activities, you still have time to make a difference.
Yeah.
Tell us about Share Care Global and what that organization is all about.
Yeah, so I sit on the board of Share Care Global, which is a new nonprofit organization started by Poonam Mayani, who is the owner of Tandoor. But Share Care Global empowers women and children. We help feed families over in India, also here in the United States, specifically Sarasota County. So that's basically what Share Care Global does, just empower women, help them out, educate them, and feed the kids.
And you have an event coming up as well that we want to make sure everyone is aware
Yes,
of,
our
an evening in India.
India.
Yes.
That sounds like fun.
Coming up on Friday, November 5th, and it, of course, is benefiting Share Care Global, so that is something you'll want to check out by going to their website. Well, we're so glad you're here.
Thank you.
We're going to
I'm
have a lot of fun
excited.
today.
Yes.
And we'll, of course, get to hear Chantel sing, too, as part of one of the other groups she's a member of, so we're going to keep everybody busy there. Let's head to the kitchen now, where we have Chef Judy today. And Chantel, I don't know if anybody warned you, we eat a lot here.
You don't see how big I am?
You're about to be bigger. Judy, what are you trying to do to us?
What can I say? It's never ending. These are the best holiday desserts that we are featuring today, and some really out-of-the-box creations, like a chai carrot pie. We have some non-dairy, but it looks like dairy, white cheddar crust, real exclusive torts and things like that. So you need to tune in on this one because I'm going to give you all the details in a little bit.
I'll tell you what, Beth and I'm going to admit it for us, okay, have been talking about trying to pick a few days to get on a program, slim it down a little. We've both been splurging too much. Not today.
We can't start today.
No, maybe next week.
We're going to start next week.
Every day before the show, I say, okay, today's the day. Today's the day.
Actually-
Then we go to that kitchen, and today is ruined. I've got to start tomorrow.
I said that today. I woke up this morning, I said, it's November 1st. Today, I'm going to cut all that out until I walked in here and seen all the young
We'll try
child.
tomorrow.
So I'll do it tomorrow.
We'll do it
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we'll try again.
We
say that a
owe
lot.
it to Judy.
Yeah, Judy, it's all
Those
your
guys.
fault. Hey, before we get started on Hot Topics, I want to point out another friend of the show and what he is up to. Nick Walenda is part of the Big Apple Circus again. And, you know, we heard some rumors that this circus was having trouble with some of their bills. And, you know, circuses right now are in such a tough time because we've gotten so tech-based. Well, the Big Apple Circus is returning, and it's kind of like that throwback to the traditional circus act. So we are proud that he is a part of it, and we are just happy to know that the circus arts are continuing on. So
He's been a part of it before.
he has,
Yes,
he
yes.
has. But I think we were a little uncertain about whether that circus was going to be able to keep going as well. And we know what happened to
Nick can
Ringling.
put them over the top.
That's
he
what
puts
I was
everything
going to
over
say.
the
The
top.
fact that, you know, he's a part of it will help to boost sales and ticket prices. So, you know, I think that's good.
And it is opening at Lincoln Center in New York. So we'll try to keep an eye on what he's up to and see if we can get some feedback from folks. But always good to see someone from the Suncoast making it big in the Big Apple.
Exactly.
Literally. All right, it is time for our first hot topic. And 16 new electrical technicians and plumbers are headed into the workforce after graduating from a special express training program at Manatee Technical College. So the program was created to quickly move individuals into the workforce after just 3 intense months of training. Starting wages for entry-level plumbing and electrical positions is about $15 an hour, so well above minimum wage. Career Edge Funders Collaborative is partnering with different educational institutions to provide these short-term programs to get people into the workforce faster. I love this because we talk so much about building and trades and how that's just exploding, but who's going to do the work?
And I think that's the part of the problem. A lot of people aren't going into trades nowadays. So I think this is good. But I'm on the other side of this one. I don't want someone that went through a fast track repairing anything at my house, you know, because I feel that if they mess it up, then we're going to have bigger problems.
Exactly.
I think they're going to work with apprentices, though, from what I
I think
understand.
it just gets them started.
I hope
It gives
so.
them the basic knowledge, and then they learn from there. Because you really don't have to go through 4 years of fine arts training to be a plumber. You need to know all the stuff I don't know
No, but a
that shows
technical
you how to do
degree
it.
takes 2 years, you know.
But don't
not
you think an
6
apprenticeship
months.
is where you really learn it? Like, we knew how to write and, you know, do news things, but until you really get hands-on and in the job, you don't hone your craft. I want them working with somebody
Don't
and
get
making
me
money.
wrong. I hear you and I see the need. I see why this is necessary. I'm just saying, as a homeowner, when I have a plumber come to my house because I did something crazy or something isn't right, I need to make sure this person has the experience and knows what they're doing. I don't want any level of uncertainty there.
I
Because if
understand that.
something goes wrong, I'm calling that company and it's going to be redone the whole thing, not just whatever they mess up. I want the whole
whole
thing redone.
thing.
And but it's a good thing because these are ongoing jobs. No matter what happens to our economy, we're going to need
That's true.
plumbers, we're going to need electricians, we're going to need those jobs. So it's a field you go into and you know you've got a future in it.
I hear you. I agree with you.
Whereas
And they
television,
just need
you
to start
never
making
know.
money. Chantel, you've got a teenager. We just need these kids to start making some money.
Exactly.
That's what I tell mine.
I always tell mine that.
Yeah, you do what you got to do, but we
Do
got
what
to
you
start
gotta
making
do.
the money, or you're
Exactly.
never going to be financially independent.
That's right.
So we'll get them going any way we can. Well, Thanksgiving travelers beware. Airline security is about to get a lot tougher. And you can't take your holiday leftovers with you without a hassle. New TSA guidelines require all food to be removed for inspection and further scanning. This change comes along with new requirements for electronics being taken out of bags, plus other guidelines that you know and love, the liquids, all of that. None of it's going away. So they're recommending that we now allow 90 minutes to get through TSA because you know how it is. All these people are going to get there. They're not going to know the rules. They're going to have to fumble for their electronics and their sandwiches. But when I read this, I thought, leftovers? Has anyone really packed up Thanksgiving leftovers and taken it on an airplane?
Yeah, a lot of people do, especially kids.
Oh, yes,
They're
my
going
mother
back
used
to
give us
college.
those.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I could see that. Well, Linda, I know you travel with pies, don't you?
I have traveled with the Yoder's pie all the way to Atlanta. And you know, I flew to Atlanta this weekend. It took me like an hour to get through the security on the way. It took me 3 hours to get through security on the way back.
In Atlanta?
No, it's not like I go to Atlanta all the time. I've never had that. It
Really?
changes in Delta. It changed over the weekend, and you go in different ways. Okay, they pulled me out of line twice because I looked so suspicious, I guess. They did all the pat downs and everything.
Linda, that's just because they want to touch you.
That's
Oh,
how
this
it-
lady was older than I was. I don't think so.
And I hate to say this, but this is why the TSA pre-check is so worth it.
I
mean,
agree
because
with that.
literally you can just go through, and in some airports now they have this thing where you can, especially in Miami airport, you can move around the person if they're
Slow. Yeah.
So they have this thing, they're telling you if the person is taking too long and you're ready to go in
Well,
front
I
of
do
them.
that anyway.
Oh,
I mean, if
well,
you're sitting there
you
fumbling,
can't
I say,
do that.
excuse me. Oh, yes, you
Oh,
can.
they were going
I
up
do
and
that
down
too.
the line in Atlanta saying, for $179, you can move to the front of the line. For
Is that what pre-check
$179.
is? $179?
But
Wow.
No, pre-check is not that.
I didn't think it was that much.
I want to say it's 70.
No, Delta
I don't remember.
said they had a special thing. Of
course they did.
For
And for
$100
$6, you could have a glass of water.
But there were a lot of angry people there.
Yeah, well, I think it's something we need to
After
think about.
3 hours, I would have, you want to get on
I
your
was
flight.
thinking about it.
Think about it. Like if you're about to miss your flight, that 179 to skip the line may be worth it because a ticket may be 500.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
a lot of people did it.
I think Bo Beth is right. Pre-check is definitely the way to go.
Yeah, and you can do it right now, so we need to join up.
Yeah, do it now so you have it in place for travel. Also at the airport, Southwest Airlines is trying to liven things up a little at 35,000 feet. They're bringing back live in-flight concerts. All right, Chantal, they need you. So they tried this before in 2011. They say now it's going to be a more frequent treat for passengers. But is it really a treat? Do you want to be buckled in a small seat, unable to escape music you might not want to hear?
No, I don't want that. I want to relax. I always have things I need to do while I'm sitting there, and I might not like that music.
Well, and
I
I'm
don't
being
have
a little
choice.
snarky
If
because
it's Chantal, I'm okay with
it's
it.
often a country group because this is a Nashville thing with the Southwest connection there, and nothing against country music, but if I'm trying to rest on an airplane, do not strap me in a seat next to people I don't know and or like and have to listen to music. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I think they should take a vote.
Oh, I
Yeah.
think that's a terrible idea.
I don't like the idea.
But
either.
let's go to the other side.
Well, I like the idea.
Aspiring
But I think, like,
artists.
singing some nice jazz music while you guys are on the flight, I think it's perfect. And it will probably calm the kids, the crying babies down. So to me, I think it's a good idea.
Does
At
it
least you
change
can
how
sing
you
louder.
Does it change
Exactly.
how you
Babies.
sing or how you hear the music that high in elevation?
Probably makes your throat dry.
You know what? When I flew to California, when I hit California, I was like talking like this. Hi, how are you doing today? Da, 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 da. So I don't know. There could be an issue. So.
Yes.
Well, it might be a way to get a little exposure.
know if I want
Just saying, if you're on a
Right.
Southwest flight, strike up a tune. You just never know who's on
Just
it.
stand up and start singing.
That's right.
Exactly.
Especially on your way to Nashville.
That's right.
That's when I'd be doing it. Well, there may be a change in how tips are distributed at our favorite restaurants. The Department of Labor has indicated it may rescind the Obama-era ban on pooling tips and allow restaurants to do that once again. So that means servers don't keep the tip you give them. Instead, it gets put in a pot and divvied up amongst all the service workers. The problem is restaurants are only required to pay the federal minimum wage of $7.25 an hour. So if the tips are shared, those who would have made more than that stand to lose out. I find this offensive.
I didn't know that they stopped it because I thought this was still common practice.
No, Obama put an end with his Department of Labor to pooling. So that
you
if you
get
tip,
what
you
you
get
are
what
given.
you get. But the problem with pooling is if I'm a cruddy server and I didn't make my money, the restaurant still has to roll me up to 7.25 because that's minimum wage. But if she does a great job and makes way more than that, now she pulls her money in to make mine roll up. So the restaurant
I don't like
saves the money.
No,
that's
I
why
don't
they
either.
don't want. That's why they
That's
don't
why
want
they
it.
want it back.
That's
yeah.
just wrong.
That
I
is
agree.
wrong.
I feel like if I make the tip, I'm keeping my tip.
Right. And when you give the tip, you're giving it to a person for a reason.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that particular person, not
You
the
chose
other
that
person over there.
Yes.
Well, and I look at it both ways too, because if I get bad service, because while we were in Miami over the weekend, we had a bad experience at a very well-known restaurant, and we did lower the tip. I mean, nothing offensive.
I wouldn't tip.
But I gave a low enough tip that it was clear that I was completely displeased. But
$1.
I wanted
$1.
that to go to the person that was displeasing me, not
Yes.
punish the whole lot of them. So I think it goes both ways. So.
Gives you more power when you've got control
Linda
of the tip.
told me this. You can't just punish a person. You got to tell them why you're punishing them. So $1 because you were horrible.
Yes.
You know.
She had to tell you that?
Yeah, exactly.
I find that hard to believe.
So and I just don't believe. I feel like you get I don't know. I look at tipping as something that I am doing. I don't have to. So if I'm doing it, I'm doing it because I feel like you deserve it and you worked for it.
Exactly.
So if you did not deserve it, I'm not giving it to you.
Right.
That is not my choice that you decided to go in a field that that you need.
And it's the restaurant's job to pay the rest of their service workers, dishwashers, bussers, and all that what they're supposed to.
Yeah, not yours.
Yeah, don't take it away from the tip. All right, so a scary moment is part of Halloween on the Wendy Williams Show. Let's take a look.
Costume contest. We do it every year. It's always a lot of fun. Let's get started. Our first caress.
Okay, that was not a joke. Host Wendy Williams was in costume as the Statue of Liberty. Her speech slows and she falls to the ground. The show quickly went to black and then commercial. But she comes back 6 minutes later and said she legit passed out. She was overheated in her costume. And reports now are that she's totally fine. She was dehydrated. But all of us on stage, on camera for a living, Chantel, have you ever had anything really bad happen on stage?
I kind of get where that would happen, because sometimes, like with lights, and if you have not drunk a lot of water, and sometimes that's me. If I'm running around all the time, I sometimes just get dizzy and out of it. So, I felt bad for her.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too.
It happened to my daughter on a live shot here at ABC 7 at the airport in the sunshine at noon. Suddenly, on camera, it hit her, a heat stroke, and she passed out. She just went boop to the ground.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I really can.
I
so.
can. I understand it.
Yeah, I do too. Well, we're
Drink
glad
the
she's
water.
okay, and
Yeah.
drink lots of water. We're going to check out our happy hour forecast. When we come back, we've got good news from Goodwill.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your first alert weather forecast for this happy hour. Looking pretty good. Just a few clouds around, lots of sunshine, calm conditions out there right now. 80 degrees. It's warmed up a little bit after the past couple of days. Some cool weather. Things are getting back to more average, and humidity pretty low though. 42%. Winds are calm and the pressure 30.06. That's for the most part holding steady. Temperatures low 80s well inland into Highlands County there, Sebring and Lake Placid. 80 degrees in Northport, Englewood, Punta Gorda, Mayaca City, and in Arcadia, Cortez now at 79. The evening planner calling for a little bit warmer weather as anticipated. We'll have mid-60s by 11 o'clock, and we're looking for generally fair skies all the way through the overnight hours. And as far as the future forecast goes, temperatures will drop down into the, again, looks like mid to upper 50s inland, and then we're looking for lower 60s right near the coast. We'll have much more on our forecast, let you know about the rest of the work week and into the weekend. We'll talk all about that coming up at 5. See you then.
There is nothing more important to a child's education than fostering a love of reading. The Goodwill Good Readers are volunteers who read to students at area schools and give them books to take home. And now the group of readers and the Good Readers have made a very big difference in a school library. Veronica Brandon Miller from Goodwill, Minnesota, and Siobhan Young, the principal of St. Martha's Catholic School, are here to share the good news from Goodwill. Welcome, ladies.
Oh, thank you.
So tell us what happened at St. Martha's this summer.
Over the summer, as we all know, Florida humidity just gets the best of everyone. And unfortunately, what happened is our air conditioning system took in a lot of that really humid air. And so think about what happens to a magazine when you leave it on your pool deck.
Crinkly.
Yeah. So we had a large amount of moisture intrusion in our library, causing us to have to discard the books. Some of them because they were damaged, some because it was preventative. So 14,000 books.
14,000 books?
Yeah, it was a lot.
How much of the building was affected?
It was just one area. It was just our library.
Just the library?
Just the
Wow.
library. Unfortunately, the one area that had all of those perishable books in it. So of the 14,000, only about 8,000 of them had been in circulation in our library over the last 3 to 5 years. But still, to see that many good pieces of literature just go by the wayside was really, really devastating for us.
Well, how did Goodwill help?
Goodwill stepped in, thank you so much, kind of last minute and said, listen, how can we help you? And what they've allowed us to do is go through those books that are donated to Goodwill and pick out the things that we need to replenish our library.
Oh,
So,
what a good deal.
yeah, it was
What a
fantastic.
good deal.
Yeah.
Well, what about the library building now? What'd you do about that?
The building itself really was not damaged as far as, you know, there was no structural damage to the building at all. We had to replace some carpeting, we had to replace some paint, we let go a lot of our furniture just because it had been damaged.
Right.
You know, and I mean, the library itself in our new building is about 17 years old, so some of the stuff was really starting to show its wear, and we said, you know, this might be a blessing in disguise, we just got to let it go. But, you know, slowly but surely we're getting back there. You know, the kids, we've had a lot of parents donating books that they have at home, so books are coming in slowly but surely, and there's a lot on the shelves.
But you don't get to pick when they come in, like donation-wise.
Yeah.
So here's my question: Are there things that are lacking now in your collection?
Absolutely. One of the areas that we're really lacking in is the nonfiction section, because everybody has the Junie B. Jones series or Harry Potter series at home, but you don't necessarily have a series on reptiles.
Right.
That's not something everyone has on their shelf at home. So it's those types of books, those nonfiction books that the kids use to do reports with, you know, in addition to what they're using in their Chromebooks on the World Wide Web. It's that stuff that we're really having a hard time replacing, and those things are not things that are cheap things to replace either. You know, atlases, those types of things.
Veronica, it must have been a great feeling to know that you could step in and help like that.
Oh, absolutely. So when you donate or shop, we're helping more than just creating jobs. We're helping the community. And yes, when we got the call, we said absolutely. And donated books are important. So yes, if you have books that are about birds or about frogs or...
I have big bags full of books.
Yeah, there we go.
Send them our way. Absolutely.
That is wonderful. That's very good news.
And it's
from
nice to
Goodwill.
know that Goodwill stuff doesn't just go to the stores, it goes to other
Yes, it
community areas
does.
that need it.
For more information on what Goodwill is doing for the community, you can go to their website. Next, get ready to put your hands together for our gospel group.
All right, crew, let's get started. All right.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
If you're between 50 and 85 years old, call the number on your screen right now for free information on how to save your family thousands of dollars. We're Family Love Plans, and we've been helping families just like yours for over 30 years. The average funeral today can cost up to $10,000 or more, but the most you'll get from government benefits is just $255. How will your family pay the difference? At Family Love Plans, we can help you and your family. Our senior plans start as low as just $1 a day and pay up to $30,000 for a funeral and other final expenses. Peace of mind is easy. There's no medical exam and your plan can't be canceled. Better still, your rate will never go up and your benefits will never go down. Get your free information about our senior plans. Just answer a few simple questions and receive approval right over the phone.
Call 1-800-707-3608. That's 1-800-707-3608.
You may recognize our guest host today, Chantel Norman from Jaw Movement, a very popular reggae band here on the Suncoast. But Chantel is also part of a gospel group that will really get you moving. Here with a special a cappella performance is Truality in today's Sounds of the Suncoast.
Oh, oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets, red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, stars that banner yet wave, banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wow, I've got tears in my eyes. That is stunning. Of course, you guys are, and you're amazing, and there are even more of you at the Blue Rooster on Sundays?
Yes, our drummer Daryl.
Oh, wow, well, you are just unbelievable. Could you sing something else for us? I want to hear more of that.
Definitely.
First, let me tell people that you are going to be at the Blue Rooster's Sunday Gospel Brunch. Truality is something you don't want to miss. You can see their complete schedule on their website. And next, we're going to talk to a Suncoast mom just back from an appearance on Shark Tank. But first, guys, I want to hear more. Could you sing us out, please?
If you've got God, everybody knows that it's alright. Oh, it's alright. See, when I wake up in the morning, you see, I give God the praise. See, we've got God, everybody knows that it's alright. Oh, it's alright. See, when I wake up early in the morning, yes, I give God the praise. He makes my day. I wouldn't have it no other way. With him, I'll always stay.
Rose takes her volunteering for Tidewell Hospice very seriously. But she knows how to have fun, too. And that's what she brings when we're invited to visit patients as part of Tidewell's pet therapy program. People love to see her. She really brightens their day. She makes people smile. And in end-of-life care, a smile can be a wonderful gift. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you.
Yeah.
It was the...
Is that bacon? You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
All hands on deck. What's up? I want to point out 3 tips for using the home computer more safely. Point away.
First, stop. Make sure your software is up to date and that you've password protected your computer's login and Wi-Fi connection.
Next, think before visiting a site, opening attachments, or clicking on links.
Then connect, knowing you're helping make the web safer for you
and for everyone. Make Stop, Think, Connect part of your daily online routine.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We're going to check back in with Chef Judy in the kitchen. And Judy, I do not mean to give you a hard time, but we just finished Halloween. Do we already need to order Thanksgiving and holiday desserts?
You totally do. First of all, if you've been out at Benderson, they have their Christmas decorations up. You have to remember that certain places have a cutoff date. Take Pilicious, based out of Northport. For a large enough order, she'll meet you, but she's so busy since she won Best Baker down there that she has a cutoff the week before Thanksgiving, and rightfully so. Yoder's, they have it the Monday before Thanksgiving, but also remember, if they hit 10,000 pies, which they went over last year, you cannot get a pie. So if you don't pre-order, you probably won't be able to get the best holiday desserts.
And it's 3 weeks from tomorrow, just saying.
I'm just saying.
Thanks, Judy. We'll see you in a little bit. Beth?
Well, we completely appreciate a good sense of humor here on Suncoast View. And a Suncoast entrepreneur is building a business around it. Jenny Lynn is the creator of Snarky Tea, high-quality teas with great, funny names, and she's hoping to make it big. All right, let's welcome you and talk about how this all came about. Snarky Tea, like, what does that mean?
Sure. So, about a year ago, I had a 2-year-old. I was working full-time, and I had decided to go back to school to get my MBA.
Oh, my.
I know. So it was a lot. So for some reason, I wasn't feeling my best, so I went to the doctor. And basically, they told me, the first question they asked was, well, how many cups of coffee are you having a day? And I couldn't even, in my head, come up with a number. I was like, between 6 and 7. Is that too much?
Is that too much?
I'm really busy. And they said, well, maybe you could take it back a notch. Have you ever thought about drinking tea? We need you to just ratchet down how much caffeine you're consuming. So when I left there, I thought, well, you know, tea is not for me. I'm just going to have to switch to decaf or something like that. So I went to work the next day, and I started looking at the options of tea in the kitchen. And the woman that worked at the coffee bar there, I just sort of turned to her and said, you know, I don't know what I'm looking at. If they had a tea called Wake the Up, I would know exactly which one to order right now, because I'm tired and I need something to give me a jolt. So that's kind of what inspired it. I went back to my desk and just started drawing up
I want to
ideas.
step back a little bit, because we didn't even go into the fact that when you say snarky tea names, we're talking about snarky tea names. To the point we had to cover some of them because they were just a little bit too edgy for us.
But you can figure it out, I bet.
You can.
Give you a hint.
So the one that we're looking at now, So tell me about what this is.
So that's our Namaste blend. You two lovely ladies are actually drinking that right now. So that is a green tea with raspberry and orange in it. And
Tastes very good.
Oh, good. I'm glad. So that's part of what this is so important to say is, yes, on the label we have these really fun, interesting, kind of kitschy names, but inside we really did package really good tea to promote health and to really do what's on the label. So for this Namaste blend, when you think of Namaste or you think of yogis, people who do something for themselves, take that little time to really stretch out on the mat and all that. This is a green tea. It has bioactive compounds in it. It's something you can do for your health. And likewise with the rest of the teas, you know, our morning blend, the one that I had mentioned earlier.
It wakes you up.
Yes, it has.
It does wake
It
you up,
has a
doesn't it?
natural stimulant in it called yerba mate, something that maybe if you're not an experienced tea drinker, you wouldn't really go out and seek. And it is an all-natural stimulant. It's really good for your health as well.
Well, I love the fact that the names are self-explanatory, and in fact, this took you to Shark Tank because you just were on the show. Tell us about it.
Which is beyond exciting. How did that all come about?
So I actually didn't tell anyone I was applying for the show because I never in a million years thought that they would let me bring these on television. So
and now it's happening again.
Yeah,
and here we are once again.
So I applied, didn't tell anyone. I got the call back. I was actually like 7 months pregnant when they called me.
Oh, wow.
So I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to fly out there, but I told them if I had to, I'd walk. You know, once you make it through the process, you're so excited. I mean, getting the call was so surreal.
Were you intimidated?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't
mean,
see that.
Yeah.
I think you could stand up
I
against
did.
them.
You know what my secret is, and I'm doing it right now, as a matter of fact, is I can't see really well. I wear glasses, and I just didn't wear my glasses in there.
So it was all a big blur?
So no matter what they were looking at me,
You're
you
like,
know,
I
if
don't
they were giving me
know.
side eye, I really didn't know.
You're in your own world.
Yeah, it was my secret.
Now, I know you can't tell us what happened because the show has yet to air, but did you enjoy the experience? Were you glad you did it? I mean, first of all, the fact that you're standing out there rocking a pregnant belly, I love. That is great.
I actually ordered a dress, tried it on 2 weeks before. By the time that I went to go film, the dress no longer fit me. So you'll see, and now that I'm putting it out, it'll be super obvious, but it has pockets that are supposed to be closed, and the entire time, all I'm staring at is these like wide open gaping pockets because they just wouldn't zip up. I was like, it's fine, forget about it.
You're like, who cares?
Yeah, add
Now,
stress.
what did you drink before you went on there?
Oh, my Fierce Bee blend because
Fierce Bee.
it gives me
Fierce
the confidence.
Bee. I like
to be a
that
Fierce
one.
Bee.
Now, we also know that you got some celebrities to try this out. Tell us about that.
So we were invited to the 2017 Oscars Gifting Lounge.
Oh my gosh, that's huge.
Super exciting. We got to meet some really interesting celebrities. Obviously, the biggest one for me was meeting Viola Davis.
Oh.
Yeah,
it was really, really cool. She was the big winner that year, this year. So meeting her and getting to take a picture of her drinking my teas was amazing.
Now, how
did she like?
I think she posed with the Calm the F Down blend, and actually she has a little girl who wanted to be in the photos with her, so it was pretty funny.
Calm the F down.
Yes.
Calm the F
I
down.
think a lot of us should do that one. And who's this? Oh, here's some other celebrities that are all like loving your tea. So I'm really liking this. And
Great
of course,
exposure.
Yes,
Yes,
and we got the opportunity to taste it, and they're amazing.
Thank you.
And I love the fact that I know what I'm getting.
Exactly.
I don't have to.
What the results are
We're
going to
calming.
be.
We're supposed to be calming.
Yeah, we're calming down on this
And I
side.
can relate to each of the names. So
Good.
I love it.
Yep, I think we all can.
Yes. Well, you can find out more about Snarky Teas by going to their website. And, of course, watch them on Shark Tank. That's coming up Sunday, November the 5th at 9 p.m. right here on ABC 7. And next, we'll come back. It's going to be Suncoast for sale.
When severe weather strikes, trust ABC 7 First Alert Weather. We're here for you.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good afternoon. I'm Jacqueline Matter. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. New details and new video of the deadliest attack in New York City since 9/11. What we know today about the man accused of driving a truck down a pedestrian path. Plus, a very realistic drill at a baseball park on the Suncoast. How local first responders are practicing to be better prepared for a terrorist attack. Now let's get a check on our first alert weather forecast with Bob Harrigan.
Thanks, Jacqueline. We are looking at a beautiful day today out on the waters along the Suncoast as a result of a large dome of high pressure, which continues to pretty much dominate our weather and will do so for the rest of this work week. 80 degrees right now, comfortable out there. Dew point still pretty low at 55 degrees, but the number has come up since earlier this week, and the pressure 30.06 inches. That's high, continues to rise, and the Gulf water temperature continues to lower, 71. More in your forecast at 5. See you then.
Get breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC7 News app.
Soupan, part of the U.S. Paralympic rugby team. In my game, movement is everything. I get frustrated when my move is blocked, especially when that guy has no right to be there, even just for a minute. I love a challenge, but I don't like to play this game every day.
A message from the United Spinal Association.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Well, we know the Suncoast is one of the country's most popular retirement places, and there are plenty of 55 and over communities. Now, Realtor Andrew Haddad is here to show us that they're not just old-fashioned as you might think.
That's right.
So when you say 55, you know, you got to be 55 to live there, huh?
That's right, or at least one member of the household does. Yet last month we heard, Sarasota was ranked #1 retirement community in the nation.
Which is crazy.
Which is awesome.
It's
and now
so cool.
you're going to see this huge influx of these new communities coming up, catering to the 55-plus population.
Baby
which
boomers.
is awesome.
Let's
Baby
go on.
boomers, that's right.
Bring it on.
So got some great values here. This is one of my favorites right here. This is in Venice. This is in Woodmere at Jacaranda. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, gorgeous community. Now this actually just had a price reduction yesterday, so it's under $160,000. It's $159,900. Yet, I mean, beautiful, completely updated, renovated. It's 8th floor, overlooking beautiful grounds of the community. But brand new AC, 9-foot ceilings, wood floors in the master, and then again you have this covered, screened porch lanai on the 8th floor. Listen, $160,000 for something like this, renovated in Venice. Incredible steal.
That is actually pretty good.
Absolutely. So this is one of the newer communities I was talking about. This is Marabella. This is in Bradenton. So at $318,900, we're looking at a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Now these are pre-construction. This is the model. Yet what's really interesting about this community is this is a LEED LEED platinum certified community. So what that means is these homes are going to be 40% more efficient than your typical new construction today.
Oh, wow.
And 70% more efficient than your standard home. So this is going to be the future. We'll do some more on this. Yet again, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, over 1,500 square feet. Absolutely gorgeous. And then the community, of course, has a full-time activities director and heated pool and spa and the tennis and the whole works. Again, great purchase price as well to be a brand new LEED certified platinum community in Bradenton. So pretty fantastic.
And what's this one?
Yeah, so this one is actually Cascades. So this is a very renowned community in Sarasota. Again, it's beautifully, beautifully done with the landscape and everything. Gated community. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, over 2,200 square feet. So this is a huge property listed at $364,500. Nice open floor plan, a lot of windows, and then of course we're going to be situated on a beautiful lake. So again, you're buying into this incredible community at that purchase price. Fairly updated. So
well, that's really nice.
Absolutely.
So one of the things that a lot of people like about these communities, all the activities and the amenities that they have to offer.
Yes.
What are some of the things people look for?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, again, all these 55+ communities are going to be highly, highly amenitized, almost that resort style living. Yet because they're 55+, there's two main rules with the Fair Housing Act of 1968. Number one, at least one member of the household has to be 55 years old.
And they can do that. They can
do that.
Keep that rule.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then the second rule is, and this again, its determinant is the other member of the household, there's going to be age restrictions. So for some communities, it might be 40 years plus. And then they'll have some other restrictions on children. Isn't that? Yeah. So out of the out of the Fair Housing Act, out of all those property, out of all those classes, it's okay to discriminate against age.
Wow. So let's get back right
to get you in.
Yep,
well, let's
absolutely.
get right back into
all
it.
right,
But this
Lakewood
property
Ranch.
is nice.
Okay, Del Webb, brand new community. This is phenomenal. $500,000, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, over 2,500 square feet on 1/3 of an acre. So look at this. This is absolutely incredible. This looks like a model home on the inside. 42-inch cabinets, the crown molding, beautiful open floor plan, and then again, we're going to have an incredible lanai overlooking the the preserve right there, screened in Lakewood Ranch. Del Webb, brand new house, great deal.
Oh, this is my
And then Babette, here we go. Dream house of the week. We are in Lakewood Ranch Country Club, which is not a 55+ community. This home is incredible. This is one of my dream homes. We're looking at almost 5,500 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, completely done up like a model. You're going to see like curved aquarium glass overlooking the pool. Look at the bathroom there. I mean,
you're going to have to be 55 to afford this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to take you all your life to make the money.
Absolutely. So Southstone, and then wait till you see the outdoor living area. These pictures you'll die over. Oh my gosh. So this has a LED lit pergola. Cascading waterfall features in this home. This is amazing. So 2.1 million. Again, incredible home, dream home.
Well, it'll take you until 55 to get the money.
I love it. Yep.
All right, if you guys like any of those homes or want to find out about other ones, you want to go to the website. It is sellingthesarasota.com. Sellingthesuncoast.com. And Andrew has all the details about it. All right, next when we come back, we got a preview with Taste of Manatee.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
This is an important medical announcement. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that Pradaxa can cause more heart attacks than warfarin, and other countries have already issued safety warnings against this drug. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to Pradaxa victims, and thousands of Xarelto victims are filing their legal cases. Call the Drug Watch hotline if you or a loved one used Xarelto or Pradaxa and experienced uncontrollable bleeding, brain hemorrhage, or even death. You must call now.
Call 800-793-6055. 800-793-6055.
If you or a loved one used a proton pump inhibitor, such as Nexium, Prilosec, or Prevacid, and then developed chronic kidney disease, call right now. You may be entitled to financial compensation. A recent report released by the American Medical Association found that the use of proton pump inhibitors was associated with a significant increase in the risk of developing chronic kidney disease. Side effects associated with these medications include acute kidney injury, chronic kidney disease, dialysis treatment,
treatment, kidney or renal failure, kidney transplant surgery, and even death. If you or a loved one used Nexium, Prilosec, or Prevacid and then developed chronic kidney disease, call right now. You may be owed significant compensation from the manufacturer. Call Nightline Legal to speak with an experienced attorney for a free consultation. There are time deadlines to file a claim, so don't wait. Call right now.
Call 1-800-977-4346. Again, that's 1-800-977-4346.
Coast Guard, we are taking on water.
The United States Coast Guard. They secure our ports and waterways, protect our environment, keep drugs away from our kids, and save lives. It's dangerous work. And in times of triumph or tragedy, the Coast Guard Foundation answers the call to support Coast Guard members and their families. Learn more at coastguardfoundation.org.
Taste of Manatee's coming up this weekend, and you'll be able to see Chantal and Ja Movement there. Tell us what's happening this weekend.
Yes, it'll be fun to taste a lot of different food and to listen to some great reggae music. We'll be on from 2 to 4. We'll have little Kimani on the stage with us. There is a lot of good talent there and a lot of good food, so I suggest you come out.
It is a great day, and we're supposed to have some great weather as well. For more information on the event, you can go to tasteofmanatee.com, but put it on your calendars for Saturday, November 4th. All right, we're headed to the kitchen to think about holiday desserts. Oh, we're going to do more than think. We're going to taste.
Get breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC7 News app.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
Looking for carpet? Look no further. Minnesota Flooring has Smart Strand carpet as low as $1.79 per square foot. Installed, no add-ons or extras. Unbelievable? Minnesota Flooring can have in-stock carpet installed in your home in 48 hours for as low as $1.99 per square foot. Don't miss these prices. Visit Minnesota Flooring today.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what we're working on now for 5 o'clock. Does your blood hold clues about your dementia risk? We'll take a look at what researchers are finding about that link. And in First Alert traffic right now, we're seeing traffic backed up on the John Ringling Bridge as people head off of Lido Key and St. Armand Circle and head back to the mainland tonight. Let's get a check on our weather now with Bob.
A lot of people are out on the beaches today. Scott, a beautiful day out there, lots of sunshine, and temperatures starting to rebound now, back to more seasonal temperatures in the low 80s today. The humidity is still fairly low at 42%, and we are anticipating temperatures tonight to be close to average in the low 60s. Right now, upper 70s to right around 80 degrees across the area. A little bit warmer in Sebring. The Gulf water temperature cooling down now to 71 degrees, and as far as the evening planner goes, looks to be good, just a little bit warmer, more at 5.
Keep up with the Suncoast. Watch your favorite ABC7 shows on your streaming device.
We asked our customers, why is Consumer Cellular your choice in wireless?
Consumer Cellular helps me save money. It's simple and easy.
It is reliable. I like the fact that there are no contracts. By moving to Consumer Cellular, my cost is 50% less than it was.
They fit the plan to you.
I have everything I want with Consumer Cellular.
Their customer service is fabulous.
Customers are the #1 priority.
I really feel like they take care of me.
We're proud to have received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service 3 times in a row.
We really appreciate the AARP discount.
AARP members get exclusive discounts.
It's easy to switch. You could use your own phone and you could use your own number. Wild horses wouldn't drag me away from Consumer Cellular. Go with Consumer Cellular.
You're going to save a lot of money.
Switch today. It's all backed by a 30-day risk-free guarantee. Call 1-800-368-8758. Go online or visit a Target store today.
Listen to this important message. If you owe money to the IRS, you will want to hear this. The IRS is cracking down on those who owe back taxes. They send out devastating letters, garnish paychecks, and even put liens on your home or business. You may have heard of it. It's called enforced compliance. Penalties and interest compound daily on your back taxes, putting you under a mountain of debt. Tax 10,000 has years of experience connecting people with tax resolution specialists who will negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. Working through the IRS Fresh Start program, they will handle all the necessary forms and can negotiate a tax settlement with the IRS. It's that simple. And if you qualify, you may end up saving thousands of dollars, finally ending your financial stress. Now is the time for a fresh start. Now is the time to call Tax 10,000. 800-699-3188. That's 800-699-3188. Call now.
It's been about a month, and I can honestly say I've seen the change in me. I went from being a depressed girl who didn't want help to this happy, caring girl who loves helping other people. I just really hope that people that went through what I went through get the help that they need, because their story is important and they are loved. Thank you so much for everything.
Coming up Thursday at 4 on Suncoast View. It takes two to tango, but all of us are going to give it a try. The much-awaited musical Evita is getting ready to open at the Oslo. A renowned pair of tango dancers from the cast will be here to teach us some moves. Plus, Linda Carson stops by the Sarasota Medieval Fair. We know she'll have some fun. Plus, we'll craft clay with the cottage in Nokomis. And the Suncoast Food and Wine Fest will be here. We'll kick off a great weekend coming up.
Welcome back. We're here with Chef Judy and her favorite holiday desserts.
That's right, and we have a lot. And trending this year, breads, artisan breads and cakes are as important as the pies. So let's get right in. There you go. Look at that. Homemade biscuits from Glenn Family Bakery.
You're not afraid to go in,
and they look like little pumpkins.
That
and I
does
think
look
my
like a pumpkin.
grandnephews will love that. Isn't that delicious? So think out of the box. You want to get some nice rustic breads to have on your table. I put them out on a big cutting board when I display the breads. Maybe a big wedge of an aged cheddar is going to be a really nice display. And of course, some of their award-winning pies. We have the pumpkin, we have the apple, and we have the maple praline cheesecake, which is that small plate right there. They've also won an award for their cheesecakes, and cheesecakes I always love, but they're trending again.
Wow.
So we're back to that. So
That looks nice.
Beautiful display, and walnut, cranberry breads, everything you think you can imagine. They're at the Central Market, Farmers Market, and you can also order online.
They're decorated beautifully.
Aren't they stunning? I mean, just for that alone, if you're going to somebody's home on the holidays, you want to pick a pie that looks that beautiful, right? Now, it would not be the holidays without talking about Yoder's pies. Remember last year they hit the 10,000 mark plus. I think they said they had 700 pies extra, but if you hadn't pre-ordered by the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, unfortunately you're out. Strawberry rhubarb. They have their peanut butter pie, which is their #1 seller, and a pumpkin cream pie. What I also like about this, say you're a small group for Thanksgiving, it's 2 or 4, you get the smaller size pie, so you can have 2 different choices, or maybe do pumpkin whoopie pies, and then maybe something like a traditional apple crumb. So lots of good ideas, and of course they always have their pumpkin bread. You can't pre-order it, but they have tons of it when you go to pick up your pies.
Oh, yes.
Now, Harry's Continental Kitchen also has Harry's Gourmet Market out on Longboat Key. Everything, like all these places, are all in-home custom baked.
Wow.
So I have to use my cheat sheet because we have an apple walnut cheesecake. Again, notice the trend of doing the different flavored cheesecakes. A chocolate pecan pie. We have Harry's famous rum cake. Look at Joey's like, Joey, put down the shot glass.
like, I
You
know
please
that
drink the cake. You cannot drink it that way. But there's so many different delicious, and of course they're also known for their coconut cream and their banana cream. So we take a drive up because those are my husband's favorite. But from traditional to non-traditional, and of course I know Joey's ordering 2 of the rum cakes now. Now, out in Village of the Arts in Bradenton, this wonderful little master owned Sugar Cubed. What I love is that he brought a fruit arrangement, and I have this type of pumpkin, and a lot of times I put my dessert silverware in there, you know, my espresso spoons.
I like it.
But look, you know, people sometimes eat gluten-free, they have diabetes, or sometimes you just need a piece of fruit before you go into something like a red wine pecan galette or a chocolate cranberry torte. And I love how he marries chocolate and cranberry, not something we may think of, but I do think it's important to have one chocolate dessert. I'm not a chocolate eater, but I have learned that from my grandnephews. You've got to have chocolate. Now, Pielicious, I was telling Linda a couple years ago, Alice called me and asked if she could make me a pie, and I thought, wow, am I dreaming? And she brought me an apple pie, and I was dreaming because it was one of the best pies I've had. Now, she brought some really creative things. That is the carrot chai pie. Chai carrot pie, it's a spiced carrot filling, and it has all the flavors of chai. A pumpkin cream pie, it's a cinnamon ginger graham cracker crust. Those are the things I look for, the little out of the box. The pumpkin tart has bourbon in it. And of course, the apple pie, and this is with white cheddar. So all you people from Ohio out there that taught me about putting white cheddar cheese, right, Stephanie, you Midwesterners, she's got it. Now get your orders in now, okay? But what I do is I get a few people in my cul-de-sac, we order 10 pies, and she'll drive up for us. So, and then Sift Bakery. Who does not love Sift Bakery, right? And she's like just really, once again, has walloped us with some delicious bourbon pecan chocolate pie, her infamous apple cranberry pie, and look at this, Stephanie, as tall as you. We have, isn't that a pumpkin cheesecake cake.
Wow.
So, whoa, lots of themes here.
7 layers.
7 layers.
Wow.
Don't forget, get your orders in now. Remember your breads, remember your torts, remember to have your pie slicers ready, and you will be okay.
All right. Halloween was yesterday, people. We are moving on to Thanksgiving, and we are ready to. All right. Thanks, Judy. Chantal, what a treat. Great to have you. Can't wait to hear you sing A Taste of Manatee this coming weekend. And, of course, at Blue Rooster. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your day, and be sure to take some time and enjoy the Suncoast view.